And I work at the Sheffield College, and in this quick session today I'm going to be talking to you about the type of university courses that we offer at the college. So we're well known as a further education college, so all the different courses that we offer for 16 to 18-year-olds, as well as adults and so on. The ones I'm going to be speaking to you today are our university level courses. So these are HNCs and HNDs, foundation degrees, higher and degree apprenticeships, top-up degrees, and PGCEs as well. So those are the types of qualifications that we offer. So you might be wondering how these types of qualifications differ to that of a full bachelor's degree, which many people go on to do at university. As a general rule of thumb, these qualifications are more practical and work-focused, but I will address how they're different throughout this session. So I've included this slide to give you an idea of how the types of qualifications that we offer differ to the full bachelor's degree route. So you'll see on the left-hand side there, we have the full bachelor's degree, which is a level 6 qualification and typically lasts 3 to 4 years. So in this instance, I'm going to be using it as a 3-year degree. You'll see next to the degree, we have a foundation degree. So we offer these. These are 2-year qualifications, and you'll see that it's a level 5. So that's equivalent to 2/3 of a full bachelor's degree. If you take a look on the right-hand side, you'll see that there is a HND. So a HND is the same level, so it's equivalent to a foundation degree. It's a level 5. So before a HND, you may wish to do a HNC with us. So that sits directly below the HND, and that's a level 4 qualification, and that lasts for 1 year. After doing a foundation degree or a HND, you may decide to do a top-up year. And you could do that with us, or you could do that elsewhere. Many of our students do decide to go on to a different university, so then they get that blended experience. So all in all, you would still be looking at 3 years as you would with the degree route at a traditional university, but there are differences, and I will go into these and some reasons why you may wish to study with us as opposed to go into a traditional university. I will also add as well, just on this slide, if you wanted to, you could just do a HNC at level 4, and then you could enter employment and then come back and do a HND. It's entirely up to you. So the areas where we offer courses are the following. Most of our courses are delivered at Hillsborough campus, but a small number are delivered at City campus as well, such as bakery and patisserie. We do dental technology at City too. And we do computing. We do computing at City campus as well. But yeah, all the others are at Hillsborough campus. In terms of our entry requirements, they typically range from 48 to 104 UCAS points. Below in the 2 boxes, I have just included the equivalent to those UCAS points, just so that makes more sense to you at what you'd be looking at. The higher end of those entry requirements, so the 104, you're looking at education learning support foundation degree that we offer, and dental technology is around 96 UCAS points, so they're more at the upper end of that bracket. But yeah, generally we're looking at about 48 to 104. I've included grade 4 in GCSE English and Maths as well. However, in some cases, it may be possible that you're able to do a university level course with us if you don't have the grade 4 in one of those subjects. However, it entirely depends on the course, and it is at the course lead's discretion as well. If we recognise that your grade 4 is very important for your future progression, but we also don't want it to be a barrier, but you would be resitting alongside your course, okay? And I've included a DBS as well, just to bear in mind some courses do require a DBS check, such as sport, if you were doing physical education school sport, and also the education learning support course. So some reasons to study with us. So this sort of leads on to what I was saying on one of those first slides. Basically, we offer a fair amount of flexibility. So if you think of the full bachelor's degree route, say it's for 3 years, when you sign up for that, you are doing 3 linear years. So if you start in September 2022, you'll be finishing in September, well, a bit before September 2025. But if you chose to study with us, say you did a HNC in animal management, after you study that, you could take a gap year or enter employment for as long as you wanted. It could be a year, it could even be 2 years. Afterwards, what you could do is you could, if you wished, join the HND, so doing that additional year. And then you could go on to your top-up straight after the HND. Basically, my point is that it does put you in the driving seat, okay? You can do the HNC, the HND, and the top-up year linear like you would a full bachelor's degree. But for some people, they may just wish to do a foundation degree and leave it there and enter employment. They might be happy enough with that level 5 qualification. And it's also worth noting that when you do a bachelor's degree, as I said, you're signing up to that 3 or 4 years. If in the first year you decide that studying isn't necessarily for you, you want to enter employment, you would leave your course and you wouldn't come out with a qualification, and you would have to pay back the proportion of fees that you paid, that you've used on that course. And the same would apply if you left in your second or even in your third year. But with us, if 9 months down the line of your first year of the HNC, you decided that it wasn't for you anymore and you didn't want to continue studying, you could carry on for a couple more months and then leave with a qualification. So each year of study with us, obviously providing you pass the course, you leave with a qualification. So in some respects, we're more risk-free. There's also plenty in-class support as well. So our university level provision is much smaller compared to traditional universities. So that tends to mean that our class sizes are smaller. So you could be looking at around 20 people or even under that amount, obviously course depending. Whereas traditional universities can have hundreds of students on one course. So it's possible that you won't know everybody on your course. I know that was the case for me. At the end of the 3 years, I still would meet people who were doing my course that I'd never seen before. But studying with us, you're likely get to know everybody on your course, and it also means that you get to know your teacher as well and they know you. So that can be really beneficial because our staff are people who have often worked in that industry for a number of years, so they're able to pass their expertise to you. It's worth thinking about your assessment style as well and which works best for you. So our courses generally are more practical based and use coursework as a means of assessment more than exams. However, some of our courses do include exams, especially animal management. So I'm not saying your course at university level wouldn't include exams. However, ours are more based around practical and coursework. So if you're somebody who hates exams, wherever you're thinking of studying, I'd always recommend having a look at how that course is assessed, because if you really don't like exams, it's probably not the best idea to go to a university on a course that is completely exam-based. So that's potentially a benefit for you of choosing to study with us, that you would be assessed more practically and through coursework and other means. However, some exams might be present. So we recognise that we're a college, but we also want to give our students a university experience. So that means that we have university-specific spaces, so areas of the college that are only used by university-level students. You can also stay in university accommodation as well. So there's lots of student accommodation in and around Sheffield. So you don't have to compromise on that. We don't own our own student accommodation, but if you want that student experience, you can definitely still get it. We also work in partnership with Sheffield Hallam University. So quite a few of our degrees are the same as they are at Sheffield Hallam. However, the difference is that we deliver them. and not Sheffield Hallam. So we work in partnership with them. And if you did a course with us that is a Sheffield Hallam validated course, you would get a Sheffield Hallam students card, which would give you access to their facilities and their libraries and all that kind of stuff. So that's a really, really good perk. Our courses are career driven too. So there's lots that we do at the college to get our students work ready. Thinking specifically about our university level courses, you may take part in mentoring. So I know with our drama students, the university level students will mentor the younger years, so the level 3 students, and that's mutually beneficial. It's experience for the university level students, and it's also a good insight for our level 3 students to find out what it is like to study at that higher level. We've also got employer academies as well. So we work with a number of employers, and that means that they can come in to college and give masterclasses on their business and in that sector. And it can often mean as well that our students will go on visits to the workplace and get to have a look at behind the scenes and to find out more about that business. And in some cases as well, students can be assessed on projects that have actually been set by employers. So I know in our graphic design course, employers feed directly into that and will set students a brief, and then they produce it to that employer's needs. And that's really reflecting real life work in that sector. Our fees are less than traditional universities. So we charge around £7,500, whereas they're charging around £9,250 per year. So that does mean that you can get a degree for less if you studied with us. Just to make clear as well, it is the exact same process for Student Finance England. So studying with us, you would apply the same way through UCAS and also Student Finance. So you would be able to apply for the tuition fee loan and you'd be able to apply for maintenance loan as well. So that's no different. In terms of our facilities then, we've got multi-million-pound facilities at Hillsborough and at City Campus. Hillsborough is our creative hub where many of our creative courses are taught. We've got some outstanding facilities. So we have a theatre, a TV studio, lots of Mac suites, which come in really helpful for graphic design, media production and music courses that we do. And we've got fantastic sport facilities as well, including a gym, sports pitches and sports halls too. And then at City Campus, we have catering kitchens are better than you would find in many restaurants. We've got dental technology labs as well, and we've got an on-site restaurant which our students can work in and gain experience. It's also worth noting that in terms of the facilities that we have, they're all to industry standards. So what I mean by that is the same type of software and equipment that you would find when working in that industry. So you would get experience using the facilities and the equipment. And then when you enter that industry, you're not going to be surprised because all of our facilities and equipment are to industry standard. They're fantastic. If you wanted to come and have a look and find out more and see for yourself the type of facilities that we have an open evening 1 week today. All of our sites, just bear in mind, make sure you come to the right campus, City Campus or Hillsborough if you're interested in our university level courses. You can turn up anytime between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. You can register online. And if you can't make the 21st, we do have the next one, which is on Wednesday, the 24th of November. And finally, just to state, if you was interested in applying to study with us in September 2022, apply on UCAS and add us as a choice. Does anybody have any questions? No, doesn't seem to be any questions, I don't think. Fantastic, no problem. Thank you very much. And do come and visit our booth at the fair. So yeah, have a look for us, the Sheffield College. It starts at 2 p.m, so we'll see you there. All right, thank you.